Hello, hello. Bluetooth connected. Come on now. Don't piss me off. Like, for real. What the hell? Hello, hello.
Thank you. Put me in my rightful spot.
Wait, that's the box you clicked on. Where's Kiba? Back down memory lane. Mm, mm, mm. Did you tell Kiba to come on? LA. Hi, Noel.
I send my friend things out, but yeah, she know that she left before I did. She said you'd have had the music, man. Nah, I'm playing. I'm playing.
Oh, sometimes I don't be feeling like the music.
Nah, I feel it. This is stressful.
Hi, fam. Period.
Respect my mind. Y'all notice
Respect my
that?
man. You want to come up?
You see, you realize how Noel getting closer to me. I'm going on mute
Closer and closer.
to the most.
The closer I get to you.
More you make me feel. Thank you.
Mm. By giving me all you got. Mm.
Your
Mm.
love has. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Sweet and sweet. Oh.
why is it LA and not La La? I like La La. I don't see
Well,
no
we
Why is
La.
it
got LA
LA?
from her other page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll go back on it soon.
She need
I
to
got
hurry up.
probably maybe another week.
Another week
Only
of
because I
what?
got. Well, I start using my other page, but I can't go live on that page. So
Why not?
when I was doing my age, it didn't somehow I didn't verify it correctly, even though I sent them my ID. I did the picture stuff, when they look at my face and all that, and it was like, we just can't verify.
What is wrong with TikTok? I still can't send gifts, and I've been sending them messages. They just do their own thing.
They're stupid.
It's the can building stronger platform.
Man,
I think everybody should be in a lavender marriage. This will solve
why?
all the crisis in the black community.
Isn't
That's
that
you
just still?
tapping, Noel.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot to go on mute.
This is a fucking bully. Nah, no, you don't have to
I'm
tap.
not a bully. No, I just wanted to tell her that tapping while you off mute will shadow ban the live. That's all. That's
I
That
think
is
all.
hoopla.
It's not hoopla.
Mm, I'm telling you, I ain't doing that shit again.
You ain't doing what again. You ain't doing what again. Going
Not for a
live.
minute. Yeah, I just want to chill my homegirl and talk shit.
Should have
What's
got a
up,
group
Lone
what
text for
Star?
happened
that.
to the live earlier.
Man,
She cut it off because she got tired of hearing them talk.
That dude was mad at aggravating.
Who was
But
aggravating?
the dude that was talking,
Oh, the white one.
hmm the one that kept taking down the picture every time he got called out, the picture of the website he was on.
Goof ass. And then thought I ain't no goddamn body clock that other motherfucking search that you had, bitch. I seen it. What it said? What the fuck it said?
I
Fuck you
also
talking
want to
about?
add, my phone was dying.
Oh, oh,
Hold on,
okay.
weren't you just talking about
Oh,
Cupcake and her dead phone?
mm-hmm. Go on, get on her. Mm-hmm.
And didn't you try to leave me? You the only other rainbow in here. You tried to leave me. You
I
left
couldn't leave
me.
you.
Yeah, you did. You
I
left
was
me.
hosting. I couldn't leave.
You cut off the whole live.
Nah, Noel. Man, tell people that. I had to do it that way because Cupcake was gonna bully me to try to stay.
I wasn't. I was actually finna ask that girl something. You
Yeah, was
interrupted
gonna
me.
prolong it and start more conversation.
No, it wasn't gonna start more. I was going to address some things that I had
I
seen.
could send a friend invite, but I lied to her already and told her when she had texted, "Hey, what happened?" I'm like, "Oh, my phone died. Let me unalive." What's up, Lone Star? Lone Star, good people. He's just a man though, but he's still a good dude.
I'm just a man. A man is a man, ain't it? A man is a fucking man. You fuck ass nigga. Okay, we done being toxic for right now.
Send it to Scorpio.
Send it to note too, please. Thank you. Although you interrupted her sleep earlier, I don't appreciate that. Don't be interrupting her
How
sleep.
do I interrupt her sleep? She was taking a nap.
She's
I don't.
she
Dude,
exactly. You interrupted her nap.
don't tell me what to do.
Don't be interrupting no snap like that. Her nap time is precious. Thank
Let's see where she at.
you.
She appears to be at home.
She appears to be at home. Me is fuck. Checking
My
my son's
mind
okay.
telling me no,
Mm,
but
mm,
my
mm.
body is not even a. They whisper fucking.
Somebody's up here.
Yeah,
Um,
I think he whispered F us. I'm not sure.
why? Why would you sanitize? What did we do to you? Oh my god. Oh my god. Dead ass. What's his name? Mr. Sir. Are you gonna answer the prompt?
I don't know. It looks like he enjoys the company of minors.
Oh,
I heard it. What? Heard
He
what?
whispered.
what push for black men to have more children? That's what I don't get. I, I thought that was just something they did naturally. No,
What?
have babies everywhere. That's not what they do naturally.
Oh shit. Listen.
Not Cupcake trying to
Ooh,
show us something. What's up,
I'm
Cupcake?
not trying to show y'all nothing.
Okay.
keep peeking through.
That
That's
was
just.
making me mad earlier. I'm like, what is going on?
Uh, just
I'm
because
trying
I
to see my
haven't moved.
workspace.
Your truck.
Shut up.
My mind.
It's
That's how
done.
you started singing my mind. My mind.
Telling me
My account is
no,
all about my mind. Some
but my
satire, some not.
body.
Okay, you can go ahead. Drop. Okay, y'all.
Oh,
Go ahead, tap the screen, press repost, get the folk on up in here. Where the fuck is Kiva? And she probably doing some family stuff. Hi, Roro. I only discuss Bible and music. Also, you don't care about your community, Lone Star?
I don't know, cause he had different prompts up there. But that's if you want to move his stuff to that. That makes sense. Hola, Roro.
Not you speaking for him. Period.
No, cause he's good people. He's just a man, but he's cool people.
Y'all want to hear the song that I am obsessed with?
Ask.
Y'all want to hear the song that I
She
am
let us
obsessed
know. It.
with? Okay, don't worry about it.
How y'all leave me up here by myself?
I'm here too.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
trying to look at this class,
Yeah,
man. They dropped me from it. I had to re-register for it. But I'm not taking calculus. Nothing in my degree plan requires calculus.
It's math. It's good to have.
Why would I need
You don't like
calculus?
math.
My field is not going to calculus though. Look at this Mahalia Jackson.
nope.
This unfolding feels different than the last. Arms outstretched, I stand here where I am and know that this is the top of the world too. Walk on wet sand, look back to see one set of footprints and know it's because you have carried me through. I am not too heavy for your hands to hold. Though the rain has soaked me to the bone, my heart is not too cold. I've grown more and more open, not too broken for your light to peek through. Every crack seems made for your rush to touch and fill me up. I trust a love this pure. Never been more sure that there is reason you are needed. It's all been made clear. With no fear, you found me here. I pray for a set of lessons. Wouldn't have been where it landed. But I'm here on your planet. It came in the form of you. Further than I'd imagined. I'm not where I was standing. But that's what love demanded. It came in the form of you. Because I see the best version of me through your sight. Moving through the world with your eyes. If it all went away, then I might even go blind. In the walk of it all, yeah, it came in the form of you. Despite my imperfection, you meet me with your presence. Waiting for my blessing, it came in the form of you. And I don't have to question, you would give me less than when I needed protection. It came in the form of you. You give me gangster and patience, but you never test mine. Couldn't draw my gun if I tried. And if there's ever a day where I fail to realize, when I search for the sun, that it comes in the form of you. It comes in the form of you. You.
comes in the form of a lightning and storm, and a white of the waves that stay crushed on the shore. And one thing's for sure, that I loved you before, and every life and every form. And you're such a whirlwind, girl, you're such a portal. Who sent you here for me? I didn't know my karma would come in the form of a human being so effortless, so pessimistic. Assume the worst, but you give me your best. Always question, yes, you teaching me lessons. You know all these blessings could come in the form of you. Yeah, comes in the form of you. You, it comes in the form of you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Comes in the form of you. Yes, that's the song that I'm obsessed with, y'all. La la.
Okay.
Yes, railroad, period. But anywho, can building stronger black families and fatherhood reduce black femicide crisis? Or is that just another deflection from accountability? I think it's a deflection from accountability. They don't want to acknowledge it because then if they acknowledge it, then black men look bad. Although black men already look bad, right? But I mean, who else is supposed to know that? Not the world. I'm just saying. The world is not supposed to know that the black man is bad and that he does black things. Um, Ray, do you have anything to say? Oh, is the push for black men have to have more children about rebuilding or about becoming the new white supremacists in their own community? And I think it's about white supremacy. I'm just saying. Heard. Mm-hmm. Oh, what else was I supposed to? Oh, Maroon's here. Hello, Maroon. Want to come up and answer the prompt? LA, or do you want to answer the prompt?
Give me like 5 more minutes.
What are you doing? Are you cheating, LA?
I'm trying to save my relationship.
Cheating. Hey, Maroon.
Hey, how's it going?
Tad.
Yeah, I bet. Um, Let me see. Give me a moment. I'm driving. I'm gonna post this up real quick. Um, I don't think that. I mean, I wanted to. I'm gonna answer the prompt, and then I had a question. I don't know if there's a. First and foremost, I don't know if there's a correlation to building stronger families. How? Maybe it could reduce it. I don't think it's a 1-to-1. I think there's deeper issues than just building stronger families, or they attempt to. Um, I think it's so. I agree with the second part of it. I think it's a deflection from accountability. I think there's other issues. I think a problem in this space is, specifically from the male point of view, is like people are trying to solve these problems at the most macro of macro levels. Like, oh, we just need to get married. Oh, we just need to submit. It's like that's not going to solve these problems. There's still going to be a lot of problems. It might even cause some problems. Um, let's see. The push for Black children to have rebuilding or new white supremacy. I think it's like again. I'm going to just kind of be a little contrarian. I'm going to say I think it's extinction burst. One, the birth rate is getting dangerously low for the country, but I think a lot of these men are just trying to they're trying to be able to push their genes to the next generation or whatnot. That's my answer. That's the best I got. That's all I got.
You said you had a question. So what's your question?
And I might have to come back and remember it. But oh, sorry. My question was this: where have you seen them men pushing for people to have more children?
Every time they come up here on the panel.
Okay,
That's
maybe
all
I'm
I hear them
missing that.
say. That's just every time
I,
there's a conversation about black women not wanting to be in community with black men,
mm,
it's always we need each other. Y'all need we need y'all, y'all need us. Um, it's always rooted in who's gonna have the black babies, then just bullshit like that.
yeah, I think I've seen the majority of the push from white T men because they just want to get the birth rate up for the country. They don't really care what happens to those people though. Um, they're also kind of pushing some YT nationalist stuff that does encourage people to increase the population of the YT race. But for black men, I liked your answer. I'm trying to think of where I lost my train of thought, but I think it's like um, lost my train of thought. But I think it's like I think I got it back. I've heard what you said from people responding to divestors, which is really funny because the manosphere is like the quintessential divestor encouragement movement. I mean, they think it's like this tough talk. Hey, we're just gonna be hard on women, and they're gonna just submit and want to have children. It's like no, you're pushing them away. You're pushing them to not want to have children. You're not pushing them to not want to be with black men. So, like I said, I've seen more of that push from the whatever podcast, the YT men, the alt right. There's an explicit push. They call them like the pronatalists. They're pushing to try to increase the numbers for the YT race and just for the country and stuff like that. Because I guess economically the country will be in a really tough position if the birth rate is not maintaining a certain number, and I think we're already below that number. But like the black manosphere, I haven't really seen them push that much. It's just mostly about submission. Um, and to your point, when I see them crying about, hey, who's going to raise the babies? It's kind of like this fear of divestment, which divesting is not an extinction level threat at this point, but they feel like it is.
Not right, but see what they like to do is try to use that as a scare tactic. They want to try to uh, um, shame women and continue to have babies with them when they are not even trying to take care of the ones that is already here. It's all and then they have this feeling of oh, if we just keep having more babies, we have to get our birth rates up and create more children so we can be in place of uh so we can replace the white man. That's what black men want to do. They don't really want anything better for the community. They just don't want to be at the bottom of the totem pole.
Like the trad wives, that was a predominant YT effort. The ballerina farms, it's coming from a lot of people who have like tons of money. But to your point, like I have seen a little bit maybe of like they're discouraging women from going to college, getting education, pushing themselves further in their degree, and just saying be a stay at home wife. So I've seen it come from that angle.
I forgot. No, don't worry about it. Divinity. Hey, Aqua.
Hi Divinity, hi Aqua. Um, yeah, I just think that black men want a chance to be in the place, the same place that white men are, because they feel like that is their rightful place.
I'm back, y'all. Um,
Mm,
hey, Maroon. But I was listening to you, right? And I
yeah.
think just because black men are not making an effort, at how we see the white team men doing it, right? Because they have a plan versus black men are kind of renegading, doing it like renegade style, which is, we're going to hunch, we're going to make these kids. That still does not mean they're not doing it.
Yeah, I mean I agree. I think it's gonna play out in real life. As much as these guys on social media want to act like, hey, it's about we want to be stand up men, we want to be traditional men. It's like, no, you guys are gonna continue to be the number. It's in the numbers, like 60-80% out of wedlock births. That's what's gonna play out. Um, because kind of like what I've said on social media is like Black Manosphere talks a big game, but they know they're not the people that support them, the people that support their movements and their channels. They aren't going to actually implement that in real life. They don't have the discipline. They don't. A lot of these guys preach about fatherhood and families and traditional stuff, and it's like they don't want children. They don't want marriage. They don't even really want a relationship. But yeah, I mean, it's a long-winded way to say it's like, yeah, maybe I just need to kind of plug into some more spaces. I've just heard, black men just kind of, they probably want the same things, but I think for me, just from my point of view, from what I've seen, it's like it's almost like they want more. They care more about submission and traditional roles that the black community never had than having a bunch of children. Um, I think maybe if they amassed a lot of money, maybe they want to have a lot of children, but they're so scared of child support. I just don't know if that's what the I just haven't really seen them
You ain't
push.
never lie about that child support.
Yeah,
But
they're
Maroon,
scared
did
about
you
child
grow
support. They're scared about alimony. I mean, that's
did
all I'm
you
But
grow
saying.
up with
see
two
that,
black parents?
Huh?
Like, do you come from a black family? I mean, you look like black. I'm just curious.
Yes.
Like, do you remember going to, I don't know if you still do, going to a family event next week? Hey, man, you got any kids yet? I don't know if you have kids or not, right? The pressure for you to have kids that wasn't placed on you.
It came and it went. Um, I think I still kind of need to kind of follow up with my mom and have another conversation. I'm a little older. I'm 43, but no, I don't have kids. My brother, he's 41. He doesn't have kids. We're probably both in the next couple of years, maybe gonna probably possibly have kids, but no, like I think that that's more of a pressure on women. Like guys, it's going to come and it's probably going to go, and not be a consistent conversation. Like my aunts, my siblings, parents, they don't really bug me about that. The one who's going to bug about that is the woman you're dating. That's where you're going to get it.
Well,
Yeah.
it's well, right? Well, okay. It's still rooted in the fact that the idea of keeping the black family going, right?
Mm,
Because it's gonna because I mean, you can't have any babies of any kind without the woman at all. So of course we're gonna have to tell the woman, hey, have some kids. It's time for you to have some kids. Have some kids. When are you gonna have some kids? You got a man. Have some kids. Have some kids. Like,
mm.
Also,
and
you don't,
in
as a man,
turn, go
go ahead.
ahead.
No,
No.
but I was saying also as a
And-
man, as a black man, I've seen them when they don't have kids. Now they're homosexual. Somehow, because you were
yes.
responsible
Yes.
with your baby better, you're homosexual now. So there's a lot of men also competing against that. I know that's more of a social stigmas. But yeah, I think black men are still pushing for these numbers to go up.
And
Yes.
like,
I've literally heard black men say that just recently, maybe a couple of months ago, a man said he was like, he was in jail. No, he wasn't in jail, but he was a correctional officer. He was a CO at a jail, right? He talked to one of the dudes. He was talking to one of the dudes in there. The dude in there, he had got out or whatever. But as when he was in there, he asked him, "Hey, you got any kids?" He said, "No, I don't have any kids." At the time, I believe he was maybe like 30 or some shit like that, right? Um, the dude told him, "Hey, should you getting up there? You know, you don't have no kids soon. Motherfuckers gonna start thinking that you rainbow, right?" He said that, of course, obviously, the dude came back and the dude came, he got out and he came back to jail. And it was like you heard the proudness, the proof, like, hey, I ain't, like, it was real funny. But yes, he said that men definitely put that stigma on each other as well too. Hey y'all, hey, a minute, I didn't know y'all was up here.
Mind you, she admitted to walking away from the phone and just leaving us unattended.
No,
I
I'm
think one of the
I'm
things that we
actually
have
not.
is,
I didn't walk away from the phone. I'm actually still sitting right here. I'm just not looking at the phone. But go ahead.
I think one of the things that we have as men is like there's this, and I think it's to our detriment, is this thing that's pushed in society of a man can have a child at any age, and it's like, it's not, it's yes and no, and it's not really necessarily um, appropriate at a certain age, and it's a whole lot harder than men think that it's gonna be to do that. After a certain point, it's probably like a go no go decision. Um, but yeah, I see what you're saying, and I think it just depends on the different types of cohorts of men. Like the men I grew up, it was never, I can't wait to have me some kids. No one was talking like that. Most of them had kids, but it was probably because they were in long-term relationships, or these men got married or things like that. But nah, like my dad told me straight up when I was like in high school, you have a kid. I forget how he said it. Like, you have a kid before you get yourself established. You have a kid before you go to college. And I understood that to be like college and stuff. He's like, this will ruin your life. And I took that to heart. And I was like, oh, no, 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 no. As the oldest of three, eventually four, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be a black sheep if I have a kid at high school, a kid in college. I need to like just take my time. Da, 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 da. I've taken way more time than I needed to take. But that was the message pushed to me. So
Why do you think you took more time than you needed to take?
it's a good question. Um, I think for me, there's a little bit of a fear of, um, you know, you don't want to mess up with. I don't. I sorry, I'm not saying you. I'll say me. I don't want to mess up with fatherhood. I was married, got divorced, but um, and that I think about that from time to time. Wish maybe I made would have made a
Do you
different
want to be?
decision.
Do you want to be married again?
Absolutely,
Hmm.
and
Do
want to
you
start a
think
family,
that you said you what?
and want to start a family.
And you want to start a family? Okay.
Kind of going through the motions of the
Um.
decision.
Right. Do you do you think that I guess that fear comes from you being divorced?
No, like I think I think it's more of the I think it's a lot of different things. I think it's kind of like when is the right time? Are you really prepared? Um it's a leap of faith, and I think it's funny because it's like I'm not scared to get remarried. I wasn't scared to get married when I did. That's a leap of faith, and I was never scared of it. But like idea of having a kid, you think about the financial implications that you can't really quantify it probably until you're in that situation, and you just think, oh my god, like, am I gonna be able to
I mean,
afford
to be
this?
honest, you'll never have enough money to take care of a damn child. I don't think that's
Okay.
ever possible, really. And you'll never be prepared, fully prepared. There is no such thing as being prepared to take care to have a child. I
Yeah.
mean, you can have an idea, right? But the actual preparedness, and this is coming from a person that don't have any kids. And every time I think about maybe I do, no, I don't, because
Hmm.
there's a level of there is a level of responsibility that you reach when you have to reach, not just reach, but you have to reach, right, when you have a child. And I'm not ready to reach that responsibility yet. So there's that. But yeah.
Yeah, I feel you too. Like Tracy Ellis Ross put out a statement last year, and she was saying like, her opportunity had passed. She could still probably adopt, but the opportunity to have a natural kid had passed, and she thought about the grief of from time to time thinking about how she never had kids. And I feel like that too. Like I think about like I said, I'm going through that the motions of like, should I do this? Oh, I love my little childless life. It's you can jump out of the house whenever you feel like it. You can go do whatever you want whenever you feel like it. You don't really have any responsibility versus the people who have kids. You see them kind of like sheltered in place, with the kids. Their lifestyle changes financially, physically, whatever. But a part of me, like I said, is going through the motions and saying it's something I've always wanted to do growing up, but I really don't take that lightly of like, you don't want to have a whoopsie daisy with somebody and it's like you barely know them or you don't get along or you don't have a good relationship with the mother of that child or even the fear of like, what if I'm bad at, at parenting? What if I'm bad at that? Again, some of these can be like very irrational fears, but I'm sure I'll be fine. I always want to be there for my kid. I would never want to abandon my kid. But like I said, it's a leap of faith. And I think for some people, certain things might be, some people might not have fear of taking that leap of faith. And some people might be, afraid of it, or there might be more fear, a lot more irrational fear behind them making that same decision. Like getting married it's not scary at all. Like if you love that person. Now, if you don't love that person, if you're scared of commitment, yeah, I can see getting married be very scary, but
I
it's not
mean,
for me.
it's easy for you to say that because you're a man.
Yeah.
Marriage is never really scary for men.
If you're non-committal and you're like, oh, this, I don't know
Oh
if I want to be
shit,
tied to
your
this
life is
person.
not eligible because of what appeal? What the fuck? Listen,
Okay.
please look
What's
at
your
this.
regret?
Oh no, it's not you. I'm
Okay.
reading
Okay.
something.
Um,
Divinity, you can go ahead. My bad. No, you don't.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, because my signal was kind of bad. So, can building stronger Black families and fatherhood reduce the Black femicide crisis, or is that just another deflection from accountability? Um, I feel like it's a deflection anytime they think that we should get together with a group of men who um don't value education, who are not ready to unpack misogyny, um, who are not ready to get the mental health help that they need, and who have shown to be the demographic of men that honestly um, seem to abandon their children and their responsibilities in our community. Not even just comparing them to others, but like abandoning your responsibilities and then saying that we need to be together. That's crazy. I've never heard anything crazier because to me, I honestly feel like Black men want to try to push Black families because they know that they are handicapped on a lot of different levels, and they want the one person, which is a woman, who they know will do the majority of the work, and they just get to skate through life, skate through parenthood, skate through the relationship with the woman pretty much doing everything. And so, um, to me, um, I don't think that you can build a strong Black family with the issues that Black men have. Now, if two Black women decided to come together, or more, a commune of Black women, I think that's a situation um, that can be beneficial to women and children. But Black men don't pull their weight when it comes to the family. They don't pull their weight when it comes to the community. And even though they like to lie and say that they're the most involved parents, single parents, that's not even true. That was a self-reported study, and because they lie so much, you can't really believe anything that they say. So, so that's just that. So yeah, it's a deflection. If they won't even address their abusive ways, then I feel like that's just beyond fucking foul. Because you have to be, if you're gonna have this kind of conversation, then you need to be genuine. And if we can't even have genuine conversations with them about the issues in the Black community without being gaslit and without them deflecting, without them making light of femicide, there's absolutely no way that we could build a strong community, let alone a strong family system. Um, and then the next part is the push for Black men to have more children, about rebuilding or about becoming the new white supremacists in their own community. Um, they're not taking care of the children that they have. So it doesn't make sense at all for them to, um, want to push for more children. Um, I mean, if you really think about it, when you take this issue of wanting more children, and then look at the femicide rate, the majority of those women have children that are now being left alone because the mother has passed away because the dad unalived her, or a stepdad, or somebody in the family that was a man, and now that child doesn't even have it. It doesn't have even it doesn't have either parent. And so I just think that it's men's way of wanting control, men's way of feeling entitled to Black women simply because we're Black, but they also talk about us in a negative way and compare us in negative ways to other races of women. I also think that it is them wanting to basically tie us down and trap us. Because even though I know they say that some women do this, I know that it is possible for women to do it. But for the most part, men try to trap women with children overall more than women try to trap men, because the majority of the men are not basketball players, NBA players. They are bottom average people. So nobody's trying to trap you. You don't have anything for us to trap you with. You know what I mean? Um, Even when Maroon said they're afraid of child support, they're afraid of alimony. These men are afraid of losing money they don't even have. So the delusion with Black men is like real serious.
Mm-hmm. Terrible. Kiva, did you want to answer the prompt?
Sure. Can building stronger black families and fatherhood reduce the black femicide crisis, or is that just another deflection from accountability? It's a deflection from accountability. Is the push for black men to have more children about rebuilding or about becoming the new white supremacists in their own community? Um, it's definitely about the wanting to be the YT man of the community, wanting to be that place on top, that figurehead in their, so they can have like a sense of power in their own house that they don't have inside the real world.
Noel, did you want to answer the prompt?
Yes, ma'am. Can building stronger black families and fatherhood reduce the black femicide crisis, or is that just another deflection from accountability? It's a deflection. Is the push for black men to have more children about rebuilding or about becoming the new YT supremacists in their own community? Yes. I think it's a push where where they think that we need to get our numbers up. Um, they think that, but the way they're treating women means no. Not to like I would love to be an auntie or a grandma. I don't think that's in the cards, but if women want to choose to have more kids, that's on them. I don't think they are though. Around the world, the birth rate is going down because of the way men are.
Oh shit. Yeah, I don't think. Um, I don't know. I think they need to be grateful for what they have.
When
You
have you
do
ever
have.
known a man to be grateful? Name once. I'll wait.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, cause like, I mean, there's women that still want kids. It's not every woman. I don't understand why they expect everyone to have a child any fucking way.
I don't
I think
know
we
when
need
it
to
comes to
focus on
straight
taking
women.
care of
Oh,
the
go ahead.
children
I'm
that's
sorry.
already here. I was just gonna say, I think there's already enough children for the community. Like we need
Yes,
to,
it
we really
is.
was community focused. We would take in those children that, you know what I mean. We
That are
would be
already
getting,
here.
yeah. Focus on the children that's already here. Focus on getting rid of the PD3Os. Like if brute force is necessary, unalive them, get rid of them, and then like make the world a safer place. But
He was for president.
I will say that I feel like most BLK men are afraid of the bad man, which is why too they be like, oh, women just like bad boys. Maybe women like boys who they know are not afraid. They don't want anybody who's going to get sent on the store run. They want the big homie because the big homie is calling the shot. I don't know. Maybe some women like second in charge man. I don't. I wouldn't personally. I don't know.
I don't know. Are straight women hearing a clock tick or something where they want to have more children? Or
It's the clock
I
that they put
honestly
on
don't
women,
know.
right? They put a
I feel like even not even just children, but the marriage. They want these things, right? Because this is what they said. This is what they told that they should want. These are what they told that they should have. Like this, okay, this is your success.
but they also put a clock on women. You know, you have to be this by this age, this by this age, that by that age. And what is that? That one clock, you guys.
The
But you know you're
biological.
gonna
Biological
hit the wall
clock.
anyways. But you know, to have kids.
The biological clock.
Yeah.
Period.
They make fun of you of being a single mom if you have kids. I don't get it. It's like if you can't have kids, it's a bad thing, but if you have kids, it's a bad thing. Good night, y'all.
A part of me thinks that
A cuckoo clock.
I think that there's different angles of it, but I think part of the anti-single mom thing is they don't want to be upstaged like Russell Wilson's upstaging Future. They don't want the single mom to move on, actually get a proper father for those children. I think there's a lot of different layers to it, but it's
There's
jealousy.
some men that don't even meet women's kids. They don't even
Mm.
get to see the kids. There's some women that have kids that are no longer in the home. There's women that have children that are like grown and in college. You have some women that have well behaved children. You have some women that have children that stay with the father. It's like they're all lumped in one group. But then if we say anything about men, it's always not all, but it's like all single mothers.
I just think black men need to get a grip on reality. Like I understand to a degree that like there's this huge propaganda push of like don't raise anybody else's baby. I think that's weird. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like we don't have the luxury with the kind of way the way black men behave sexually to be able to have these standards of don't date a single mom. Like if you're like
But
yeah,
a
go
lot
ahead.
of these guys are Bible thumpers, and according to the Bible, Jesus lived with his stepfather.
And they keep
Mm.
approaching single moms. They keep approaching single moms, but they want women to humble themselves and know their place because they have children. If you don't want a single mom, then just don't deal with a single mom. But no, I want to use them as low hanging fruit because the women that don't have children and the women that actually have the aesthetic that I like, I'm going to have to put in effort. So I need to find someone to make them feel less than and humble them.
That's a good point, and it's like they don't understand. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. That a lot of the single moms have very high standards, and they're angry at that. They're like, "Why are you making me wait? Why are you putting these standards up? But you married somebody else. You married this guy. He's not in the picture." And it's like she wants to set a good example for a better example, a higher example for her kids. So yeah, the next
It
men or
don't
the
even
next
got
man,
nothing to do with the kids. If she say no, she say no. And if she
right?
wanted you to take her out, you got to take her out. The kids don't. I mean, not to say that the kids don't have nothing to do with it, but you can't come to me and say that I'm worth nothing and want me to accept it. If you don't like single mothers because X, Y, Z, just leave them alone. They won't leave them alone because who would they have smecks with? Go and find a virgin. You're not going to be able to have smecks
Don't
with a
say that because
virgin.
they will.
That's super weird too. That they push the purity culture, but then they're not. They have high body counts, and they're like,
The
ah,
virgin
I'm
is
looking for.
going to be too much effort. The virgin is going to take too much time. They want someone that already has a child, someone that's not a virgin, and someone that's, oh, well, nobody's going to marry you. Nobody's going to want you. They are collectively gaslighting women to making them think that they have no value because you have a child. But these dudes out here have criminal records, and a lot of these dudes are staying with their mom and never even had a house or an apartment, and they're out here collectively trying to make women that have children, which your body is supposed to do. That's what your body is made for, on an anatomical level. Like you're supposed to have, your body can have children, and they want you to make you feel like you're less than. And if you're not accepting it, it's an issue. Just
It's
leave them
emotional.
alone.
It's emotional abuse. It's emotional abuse. There was like another talking point, but I forgot it. But yeah, it's definitely emotional abuse.
Every time I hear the term "go get a virgin," I keep thinking of these men going to go get
Oh
children,
yeah.
and that's what bothers me. It gives me the ick.
I mean,
They're not going to
Go
waste
ahead,
their
LA.
time putting in effort. Sorry.
the thing,
Girl, I forgot it. It's fleeing.
I'm
my
sorry.
thing too is
You just
you
put your
know they
you
don't
just
want
put
virgin.
your hand up there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The devil's a lie. But I'm
It's
exhausted.
Just
I'm
not.
not
say no,
tired.
Lala.
Lala, we're not going
No.
to bed yet.
All right. Okay, mute up.
If they really wanted virgins, they'd be getting married like every month of the year. They don't want
Virgin is
it.
going to take too long. The virgin is going to take a lot of trust. The virgin might want dates. The virgin is going to need to be manipulated because they're saving themselves for the right time. So it's like they want somebody that's going to be hard to get but easy at the same time. It's annoying.
um, there's laws telling them that they can't marry the virgin. So
I got it. It came back. It took a while, but it came. It love.
mm,
Oh, okay. I got it. I mean, I'm listening to you guys, right? And the issue I feel is black men, they don't want to compete. They're not competing. They want the easiest, this choice they have, right? You guys are not resilient. No offense. You're proving yourself not to be resilient. That's why I call them losers.
And they want to beat your kids and drink your kids' Capri Suns anyway. So we
What?
don't even really care. You
What?
saying what? But yeah, I'm serious. They want to argue with you about your kids' food. They'll get in there and start demanding oh, you feed, oh,
Fruit snacks.
who gets the first plate. First of all, that right there is a scenario of a man, if you ask me, that's dealing with a woman that have children that don't belong to him. Because any real man is going to really want to make sure that their kids eat. That's what they go to work for. I feel like a man that's not like the father of the children would probably really take that super serious. Will beat your kids. We don't want them around like that, no way.
They're not competing.
Mm.
They're not, and they're not competing in the workforce. They're not competing in school, right? They're not competing even when it comes to dating. That's the issue.
Did any of y'all watch Game of Thrones? House of the
I
Dragon?
did.
Um,
I loved it.
Who was the black name of the black family with the gray hair?
I ain't watch all of it, so I can't really
Talking about Littlefinger
know.
family?
That's
No,
not Game of Thrones.
it's House of the Dragon.
Yes.
No, I ain't watched that.
Yeah,
Be ashamed.
what's the name of the black family with the gray hair? I'm just saying, like my pivot was the men that y'all talking about that want to be,
Okay, that's mama.
they're focused on their plates getting fixed and being, you know, fully submitted to. They feel like they almost have like a house, like a Game of Thrones house. Like they control an area of land. They own the seas. It's like you're just a regular dude. You're not that important. The job you work is not that
Seen
strenuous.
I seen a post earlier about Cam Newton saying that he made his baby mama Jasmine Brown write a list of all the men that she was intimate with. And I went to go read the comments, and it was just like all the guys were like, "Yeah, that's a good idea." And it's like, it's so annoying that you get with somebody, as a man, like how they want to hold women accountable, that you pursue a woman, and then this woman that you pursue, you're gonna pick out all of her flaws of having children, or her being overweight, or just anything that you can find to berate her. And then now we're gonna go down the list of who you slept with because yeah, who you slept with, but I can do it because I'm a man. And then to continue to deal with this person that you're disgusted with because they have a high body count, it's like a weird superiority complex. It's just weird. Like, I don't think I would want anybody in my house that's constantly in our first argument, oh, see, that's what the problem is, that's why you can't do this, or that's why you got what got going on because of your past, because of your trauma. Like, that's all they want to do is talk about your past and your trauma, and they're always counselors and therapists. It's weird.
Are y'all sharing with guys your past traumas? Is that
No,
how?
me, that's
No
none
way.
of your damn business. I'm never
Oh,
doing it, but what I'm saying is that's what they're trying to do. They're getting with women, and then they're berating them. Women of other races. Oh, you're not being submissive. Oh, your shape or how you look, or you're wearing wigs, you're wearing weave, you're wearing makeup, you're on Section 8. Black women are the least desired. Like, they're just getting around women and then just trying to make you feel less than. Oh, your degree is don't mean nothing. Oh, oh, it's just annoying. Like, they're really coming around women and constantly berating them, and oh, women don't care about men's mental health. And anybody know that rapper Finesse Two Times?
Ooh.
Was a
Yes.
rapper. Okay, so he was very popular about a year ago because he had two women pregnant at the same time. So
He's still
all the
popular.
men. Oh yeah, he's popular for another reason today. But they were all praising him because he had two women pregnant at the same time, and he was living this polygamous life. And
ew.
now, one of his other baby mothers passed away, and he has two children, I guess, that he's trying to get custody of. And one of the two baby mamas that he had pregnant, she ain't with that shit because it all looks nice and pretty to have two women, but behind closed doors, they are competing for your affection, and it's all that stuff that they don't talk about. But he's complaining that he don't have nobody helping him. Like, after you done nutted up and everything. Now you're crying and complaining and you don't have nobody to help you. And some of the women in the comments was talking about, well, where's his mother? Can't his mother help him? And I would curse this one lady out like, where's his father at? Can't his father help him with his children? Can't his homeboys, that he buy liquor and buy cars and stuff for? Can he help him raise the children? Why all of a sudden after you made your bad decisions, nobody's gonna tell him that he should have chose better or he needs to be held accountable? They in the comments talk about can't his mother help him? And I'm like, leave that lady alone. Why do we all of a sudden now? That's when we respect women, when we need their help, when we need them to raise our children, when we go to prison, when we get pewed all up and in the hospital and we on our unaliving bed. All of a sudden, that's when we respect women. Talking about where his mama at. 2 years ago, he was the poster face of having a polygamous family. All the men wanted that, and now he talking about he on child support and he need help. It's weird.
Yeah, it is. Lee. Oh wait, which one was
Hi,
up here
thanks
first,
for
Princess or
letting me
Lee?
in.
Me, I was here
Oh,
first.
I'm
sorry.
sorry, I
Sorry.
wasn't looking. Go ahead, Princess.
Yeah, no. They want the patriarchy, but for them with us. Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what they want. That's why they don't want to dismantle it. They just want to be at the top with the YT man. hmm That's all.
Uh, Go ahead, Lee. Answer the prompt.
Thanks for having me. Just a quick one. I read the prompt and I just think it's not restricted to um black men or is YT white? I don't know. I'm obviously Irish, so I don't know what your guys' experience is over there. I see things and I think it is kind of obviously it's different for cultural, diverse of kind of reasons. But again, this happens in Ireland where men are free to up and leave. And again, it's more of a cultural, societal, like it's a communal thing. It's like what men have to do in order to survive becomes the reason that they're not their son's father. That's not restricted to, and again, I am probably ignorant because I'm not from America, but in Ireland it happens, in the UK it happens. It's not restricted. It is beyond color. It is literally what they want. They want us to believe as well
Lee,
now in this
Lee,
country. Sorry.
Lee,
Yeah, continue.
Lee.
Mhm.
Um, you see the same word that I see, correct? Lee, you see the same societies that I see, correct?
In what sense? Sorry.
In any sense, the sense that you have eyes and you are living.
No, 100%. But are
Right.
you
So
saying
you do realize that everybody up here is black.
no? Of course, and that's like I hope that I'm not like intruding, but I
I want to know something, right? Because
yeah, 100% go like ask.
I want to know, why is it that you think we don't know that this is world, a global thing?
I don't
LA, ain't
think
nobody
that we
asked you to
don't
drive.
know. Hmm.
I wasn't talking to you, but go ahead.
Me.
Yes, you. Go ahead.
Why I think you don't. No, I knew you knew, but again, people watching might not. Like it's easy to get lost in this kind of. Look, listen, I didn't come in here to kind of have a row or be in any way kind of, oh, look, I'm going to mansplain anything. That's not how I meant it. It's just in today, like it's 2025 and the crap
I
that's
mean,
actually
you're
happening
pretty
around
Well,
the
much
world.
giving it's all men here.
Sorry?
You're pretty much giving the thing of like it's all men that are like this, which we know.
Which we know.
No, you know, the point I wanted to make, and I'm sorry if actually that's how it came across, is like it's not all men. But
It
the
is
thing is
all.
that the
No,
men who,
no, 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 no. Let me correct you. Okay. It
okay,
is all of y'all. We know that. We are aware of that. What you, my good sir, is fail to realize is that right now the conversation is focused on our demographic of people, and you're trying to
no,
insert
I
yourself
didn't.
in that.
Well, apologies. All I literally just came to add like 2 cents, and also I just don't agree. And you can whatever you can disagree with me, but I don't think that it's all men. I think there's deadly men out there who are, you know, committed and
Yeah,
they're
but we can't
brilliant, but they're
tell. Listen, we cannot tell the difference on who's who and who's good or who's not, right? So at this
no, of
point, to
course,
protect ourselves, we there it's all because people are actors. People show a representative, right? And by
no,
us
and I
trying to
agree.
say,
Yeah.
"Oh, let's give them a chance," maybe they're not bad, and then boom, you're
Well,
unalive,
I
right?
apologize. I just thought I was responding to the prompt. I didn't mean to cause offense. I actually thought
Of
maybe I could
course, it's
offer like
not
something
everybody, and I
different.
know that it can be triggering, right? If you feel like you're a decent person, then let it fly over your head. However, it gets annoying for people to come and constantly try to convince us it's not everybody, and that's how women become single mothers. That's how women become unalive. That's how people get in those situations because they feel like it's not all and they're optimistic.
Well, I appreciate that because I actually didn't realize that that's how I could have came
Well, I don't
across, but
like
I didn't
that
mean
you're
it that
doing
way.
right now, Lee. What I don't like what you're doing right now, Lee, is that you're trying to get black men out.
What?
You're
What you mean?
I
trying
don't
to
think
give
he
black
is.
men an out.
I don't
No,
think
No,
he
because
I'm
is.
not.
I think he's
no,
saying
no, no,
that
no.
like
Listen,
He's trying to
listen.
give all men out,
Yes, he
including
is.
I
himself.
think he's
Right,
Really,
saying
I'm
what I'm
not.
he
talking
is.
to say.
But what I'm saying is this: this prompt clearly says black families. That is clear. That is clearly a white man. Why the fuck is he here?
Yeah, no. Well, I didn't think I was restricted. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have probably popped in. But the only point I wanted to make is like I come from a family where there was no man, so I thought maybe I had something to offer. But that's cool. Like I didn't mean to come in and cause any offense. I just
No. So I'm gonna tell you this, right? I'm gonna tell you just the same thing I told a white woman. When I have a prompt that says men, right, meaning all of y'all, then you are welcome to come. But when we are talking about the black community, I would really like for y'all to keep y'all nose out of it because it ain't y'all business.
ooh, hey, that's fine. But I see women. I see women. I don't see women and color. So again, look,
Yo, yo,
I
like,
don't. I'm not from America. I don't think like that. We like
Go
in
honey,
ahead,
Ireland. We
honey,
don't
Kiva.
have.
honey, it's fine. Just
Go
go.
ahead,
It's all
Kiva.
right.
Go ahead, Kiva.
I feel like it's. I mean, Nazi and color and everything got to be hard to drive. But I feel like it's like to come into a room of to hear women to hear to hear BOK women as a white man to hear BOK women talking about their problems in their community and to say 1 second, let me break all of this up. Like, does that not? You don't. You don't feel any kind of way about that. You don't. You don't. Your body wasn't giving you any kind of signals to stop.
I
Maybe
don't
go
think
to a
anything
different
that he's
direction.
doing is
No,
strange at all.
I
I
didn't
mean, when
think
you think
like that.
about
I actually
Kevin
didn't think like that. So I
Samuels,
apologize if I should have thought like that. I just didn't. It wasn't in my head.
when you think about Kevin Samuels and Andrew Tate and all this red pill and MGTOW and all the stuff that's going on in the world, even though it says black men, it's like we're still in a gender war, and people are curious and they want to know what's going on. You see how black men, how they're on the corner standing outside with speakers using the Bible to talk about us. I don't think this stuff is a secret. I think other people of other races are paying attention and they're curious.
Yeah, and I just thought I was
I
popping in.
just feel
And
like it's a
again,
little tacky to
usually,
just like to
sorry.
come to shut down black women. Like, it don't feel tacky. Was
But
that
how
just
did I
me?
shut? I don't understand how I shut you down. I just
Because
thought I
you
came
came
in to
in
offer.
here and it doesn't involve you, babes.
Okay,
Like
right.
it's
Well, I'll
alright.
leave. Then I didn't realize it was that big. I thought maybe like you
I've
just wanted
been I've
like
been
some
telling you to
opinions.
go. I'm like, it's okay, just go.
Yeah, but okay, fine. Thank you and good luck.
I also would like to say to the man in the comments, the stats on if rapists are rare or skewed because most victims don't report. Thanks.
Mac Miller is crazy. LA.
They keep saying that women and men need to get together and start a family, and that's supposed to fix anything. I don't understand how that's
Because
supposed to
sur-
fix anything.
because surplus men are a dangerous to society.
He
We're seeing it
wait.
now.
He was from Ireland, right?
Yes.
But I'm talking about somebody in the comments that kept
What it
No,
is,
saying like the
I ain't no.
family unit.
I'm not paying attention to him until he bring his bald head ass up here.
I hear that a lot. Like, dude, y'all don't like black women as it is. Y'all don't want to pay any bills. Y'all don't want to take care of y'all kids. Y'all want to
they
be
want
called the
someone
head of
to
the
lord over.
Right.
yeah. They want to be called the head of the household while women work. Like, no, we don't even want y'all in our houses so y'all can demand home cooked meals and don't buy groceries. We trying to get away from y'all. We
So
don't want to
have
be
you
married.
Who goddamn dog that is? Anyway,
And they keep dangling marriage over our heads. We don't even want to be married to y'all. Look at all the women running for
but
divorce.
no, my thing. Listen, my thing is that did he feel because it's a trend going on TikTok saying that genders are black people, gingers?
Yeah,
Is that why he felt safe to come up
because he
here?
had red hair, he thought that
He
that
thought
he
that he
was
was one
part
of
of the
us.
community.
I
Well,
mean,
I'm
I get
surprised
it.
y'all
The gender
dropped
war
him.
thing. I mean, I get it. The gender war thing is among all races, you know.
I know it's not your
But
dog,
yeah,
Noel. That's over here. Somebody in my building got some dogs.
yeah. But I mean, I think you know what it is they want to be in control. And also, if you look up, societies are built around minimizing surplus men because men without mates
Mm.
feel like they don't have purpose, etc., and they get violent. What are we seeing nowadays? Pew pewing, surplus men.
Yes, heavy on the no purpose. And I'm talking about like no hobbies, no property, nothing to be proud of. All they have is debt and arrears and child support, unfinished projects. So I feel like that's another reason why this trend of just coming to, like they have a community now. Like even if they don't have friends, like yeah, man, if we can talk about Aisha Curry and if we can talk about Jada Pickett, I have a family now. It's bros against hoes. I don't know my dad. I'm gonna look up to Kevin Samuels and Andrew Tate, and me and my homeboys are gonna collectively come together and do malicious things to women. And I feel like I'm somebody now.
See, that's literally what it is incel culture happened at the perfect time because now women don't need men, so mediocre men aren't finding mates. These are men that don't have kids, they can't get laid, they feel like the world has abandoned them because they can't get some coochie. So they get violent.
More. They can get laid. The issue that they're having is that they cannot keep women. So you can stay, get a woman to lay down with you, but then after a while, the woman might want commitment. The woman might want you to buy her something. The woman might actually want you to perform or provide or produce something, and that's why they're so desperate and eager to find women that are younger that don't have their brains together, women that are in vulnerable situations so they can stick around and take disrespect and take all kind of treatment because after a while, especially now since we have our own money, we have our own jobs, and we have our resources and stuff, we don't have to stick around because we live with a man. Oh no. We don't have to live with a man. And then also our block game is real strong right about now, especially since we're able to provide for ourselves. And that's why they keep hollering and screaming that they're providers and protectors because they're trying to make themselves seem more valuable than they actually are.
Well, the reason why I said that men that don't get any because the Dallas Pew Pew, I personally know his family. This guy he never had a girlfriend. He just played video games. He didn't go to college, had nothing going for him. Just saying. That seems to be the MO of a lot of these Pew Pews.
In
Y'all are
fact,
really
what's
scaring me, just to let you know. Because I sit in these, I don't date men, but I sit in here because I do have a young son at home that's 25. So I'm trying to figure out what can I do so he's not a nuisance on the public. And y'all not giving me much hope.
no, a lot of them
I'm
are
trying.
unpopular. A lot of them are unattractive, unpopular, and underperforming. So that's half of it. That's half of it.
Well, like even if they're picked over someone that's more qualified and it's a woman, they automatically think it's just because she's a woman.
Oh yeah, they think that women
However,
have life easier.
we're here to provide truth, not comfort.
You know what?
um, I would say that I'm sorry, but to be honest, I'm not.
God dang it.
Imagine how I feel. I have two daughters. Two. I'm like,
Well,
oh no.
the good thing about now is that your daughters will have plenty, because I have a daughter too. Your daughters will have plenty of videos online with men talking about how they take advantage of women. And all those, I think those videos that they made, I don't think that they knew that we were going to have access to them and be able to watch them. So it just won't be you giving your daughter advice. You'll have hundreds and thousands of videos and Facebook posts and men saying, I made you my baby mama. And once you hit 30, you're going to hit the wall. And you'll have all of this evidence to help your baby make better choices and decisions. So let's thank men for that. It's actually, listen, the revolution is being televised. This is the revolution. We have it all documented now. It's just not us being old. You won't just be the old bitter woman that's aged out. You'll have hundreds of videos of men saying the same thing over and over again and trying to get her to take free coffee dates and all the little tricks and manipulating tactics. You'll have a bunch of evidence.
Yeah, man, but if y'all haven't looked into the term surplus men, you really should. Like entire societies are built around minimizing and keeping those men occupied so they don't do what they're doing right now.
It's like they have to fall in line and treat women bad because they're going to lose cool points. So it's men helping the patriarchy be like this.
But
Yeah.
why is other men's opinion so important to men if they're not the prize?
What do you mean they're
I
not the
mean, I
prize?
thought that they wanted to be with women. So why are they listening to other men, especially other single men? That doesn't make any sense to me.
What do you mean? What do you mean they're not the prize? Can you
Yeah, I just
elaborate
wonder.
on that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Men are not
I
the
was
prize.
asking her. They're not the prize, but I was just she was making a point saying like, why would she listen to them? They're not the prize. I think I get it.
Well, yeah, if they're not getting picked, why are you listening to those men? Or if you've
Yeah.
gotten a divorce, why are
Well,
y'all listening
Why
to
are they
these
listening to
men
other single
with
men that can't
failures?
get a date? That
be, because I think, in my opinion, they're listening. A lot of these men who are successful, they have a lot. Masculinity is built upon some of these tenets of you got strong muscles, you're the strongest man in the bar, you can get all the women, you can get the pull the baddies. So you drive a fancy car, you have a great career. So if you have any of those things, and you can notice a lot of these influencers, besides Anton Daniels because he's a fat bald dude, Most of these influencers, they have one of those things. They have money. Anton Daniels has the money, but they're able to flaunt that money and say, "Look, listen to me. I'm where you want to be, and I can tell you how to get here, and I'm going to tell you how these women are when you're in this space, and you should listen to my life because I'm living it or something like that." So I think that's the weirdest thing about it. It's like they should be listening to women to figure out what women want and not men. So I always check my friend and say, like, if you've heard, hey, the average woman doesn't want the average man, have you asked a woman that? Or are you just listening to that from men? And it's
Yeah.
always men.
They actually know what women want, and they'll spend their entire time trying to completely make sure that they do not give it to you. They
Yeah,
will
they
make
don't
it their
want to do it. It's yeah, for
wait. They'll try to make sure that they can have they can have access to you, but for the most bare minimum. And by like, you can ask for flowers, and it'll be like $10, because men will be like, "Oh, these women want expensive dates, and they want you to pay their rent." You can want flowers for $10, and they'll still make sure not to do that. It can be anything.
bro, they don't want to do it because it's harder. So they listen to the men because that's the easier way. Because these men are being like, no, don't do that, please. Do this. And it's always an easier route. It doesn't work, but it's an easier route.
Well, it's actually a worse situation for them, because in the end, women eventually catch on. I tell people all the time, I have serious pattern recognition. And for a little while, I'll pretend for a little while like I don't know what's going on. Like the future faking, they're really good out of extracting what they want out of you, but giving you the bare minimum. And it's really a really good way to do it is by promising you something in the future, like planning a vacation, or hear you saying something that you want. Like, I recently had this guy do this to me. There's a guy I really was really into him. And then I'm just like, I had this happen to me before. I've heard this too many times. I showed him this vanity that I seen on Amazon. Now, I really wasn't hinting at him to buy it. It was just something that I saw that was really nice, because it was a 3-in-1 vanity. It was like a nightstand that turned into a vanity, and then when you pulled it out, it had like a bench in it. And I showed him the vanity, and he immediately started talking about he's supposed to get a VA check. He just immediately started talking about it, and I mean, I really didn't pay it no mind, but indirectly it was a way of him saying that he wanted to purchase the vanity for me, but he just waiting for this money that he's supposed to get from the vet. What do you call it? The military, whatever thing.
The VA.
Yeah, the VA. So I didn't really pay it no mind, because this is a thing. Men will definitely, if they know you have a problem or you desire something, they'll make it seem and act as if, oh, I know somebody, or let me make a phone call. Even though they know they're not going to do it, it still kind of puts a little hope in you. So a couple of weeks after that, we had a couple of the drink, and we were talking, and he told me to send him the link to the vanity because he wanted to purchase it for me. So at this point, my spidey senses are tingling really bad, because I've had this happen to me. Someone did this to me with a keyboard that I wanted years ago, and I wanted to buy a keyboard, and they were saying that they were going to get it for me. But as time went on, I'm just like, I can just purchase this keyboard on my own without having to wait for them, or being on my best behavior, or making sure I answer the phone, or making sure I bite my tongue and submitting and humbling myself for this thing that might not ever come. You know?
I will say, be very careful of all military men.
See you tomorrow. And then they're gonna be emasculated because you didn't give me a chance. You didn't have any intention on buying it. It was just something for you to say to keep me engaged. They gotta hold on to you.
I will say that I've told many men I've been with I wanted my boobs done. Every single one of them. As soon as I get some money, I'll do it. My husband did it right after I had our child. Some men make moves. Not a lot though. But still.
Supposed to hold on and wait for him to buy this thing. For 3, it'll be 3 years before I get it.
I know this is off topic, but What's up with that vanity? You said it's a nightstand and a built-in bench.
Yes, it's like a built-in
Yeah,
bench and it's really small.
I'm gonna need the link for real.
I'm going to need the link to that too.
Okay, who's talking to me?
I'm sorry. This is
That's
Noel.
Noel.
Princess.
Okay, Noel, I'm gonna add you. I'm gonna
Noel
follow
and
you.
Princess. But Life, you could go ahead and answer the prompt.
Hey, Cupcake. Hey, everyone on the panel. Hope
Hey.
you're all doing well.
Hi.
I think there's just so much that goes into a response to this. Just because there's already so much damage as far as today's political climate. I mean, you can literally see our community just attacking each other, and it doesn't make me want to build up black families, to be honest with you. Not to be disrespectful or rude. I feel like that, yes, there's a lot of changes as far as it comes to what women want, what men want. And I feel like there's a level of maturity that all men need to come to from making that shift of probably being a son and how their mothers treated them to actually being a mature, comprehensive man and what they want their partners to look like. And that's the level of accountability that I'm just trying to point out as far as that goes. And I think a lot of black men also have created a lot of children, but they don't know how to stick around to be fathers or implement certain disciplines just because they haven't disciplined themselves, and they also haven't witnessed it as far as growing up. So I feel like some sort of education or mentorship, they kind of have to do the inner work and dive to kind of get to that point to rebuilding our community.
Thank you. Thank you. Period. Anybody else want to add to that or respond?
Dang. So how are these men gonna have a woman to boss around? God, come on,
So
guys.
sad because they get that way because it's strictly from their mom. If you really look at it, how all of us can literally predict a tantrum when they crash out. They can't take accountability. They argue with you immediately. Like, I'm not saying all men, some men, because I heard the gentleman below, like he was speaking some sense. But to me, it just reminds me of them being a child and they can't make that shift and they demand what the world has told them as far as being a provider and protector, but they have nothing to back it. And then it's almost like a cover for their insecurity because they know there's so many women that make X amount of money that can provide for themselves, that basically women have become the men we've always wanted and men have become the women they've always wanted. It's just the complete effing opposite.
You don't think
There
it was
has been
always
a
meant to be
rise.
like that? Life, Nick?
Me on that. I don't think it was meant to always be like that. I don't think relationships or communities are meant to be linear either. I just think that to each his own. But if I put in the inner work for myself and I have separate goals for my life as to what I would like to achieve as far as family and what the dynamic will look like, that's a choice I made. I'm not asking for a community to tell me what it is or what it should be.
I feel like it's because men want to do the least amount possible in the family, so they like compare notes with other men to see what they can get away with. Because they're not giving constructive talk, so what else are they fucking doing?
They're not getting better. I mean, that I don't even date men, and I can see that. All I see is them going online bitching and moaning about how black women have wigs and nails and won't bow down to them. So I don't know what they want,
They
but
want
just
cane treatment.
all I do is see a whole bunch of crying and whining.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't think they were ever meant to be in charge. Sorry. I think they did it because of brute strength and keeping women illiterate in the early days and
Mm-hmm.
not knowing how to read. But now it's like a great awakening. for women.
And
This is
I just
another
think,
reason why they
I
get.
mean, y'all. I mean, y'all see what's happening in Somalia. Those BLK men are crashing out because
Yeah.
they were about to not be able to marry children.
mm,
Go ahead,
Well, what
Maroon.
country was it over there that they were imprisoned and they broke out and the first thing they did was break into the women's prison and violate all of the girls and women?
Crazy.
That's the first thing they thought
I
about. Not about their freedom, but violating somebody. I just look at
I think it
the
was like in
amount of
Kenya or something, but I'm not sure. But I think
yeah,
I
I
haven't
just
I haven't heard that. But
yeah.
Maroon, go ahead.
yeah, it's like I was agreeing with Princess. Trying to remember my point, but I think this is a time where we've got to really reevaluate how boys are socialized. And like I said, the manosphere, they want to point and say, well, it's all single moms. These are, the majority of the black community is raised by single moms. But it's like, it's not even really the single moms, in my opinion. It's the way men, specifically black men, are socialized, the hypersexuality, these strict gender roles that these men, regardless of the race, they have, they're like, propaganda has them in a chokehold. Like, I came from a family with a dad who was a sole provider, and he did not rule with an iron fist. He did not boss people around. He was not misogynistic. He wanted his daughters to go to all his daughters to go and his all his children to go as far as they could in college. All of them went. Two of my sisters went to law school. My brother's a doctor. My dad's a doctor. So they have this idea that, like, when you are this patriarch, you're ruling with with a heavy hand, but that's not it. Like, those men who they actually aspire to be, they're sending their children to college. They're telling their daughters, do not put yourself in these vulnerable positions. Like, me too. Like, if I had a daughter, I want my daughter to go as
Hold on,
far
look
as
at
she
the
can.
vanity, y'all. Sorry,
Oh,
look at the
hold on. Put
vanity.
her on the
Oh,
big
that's
screen. I want to see that. Oh, oh, that's cute. And does the top fold down? Does the mirror fold down? I'm such a femme.
Everything folds down, and then the bench goes underneath. It's like $150.
That's kind of cute.
Yes, it is. But
She
and I
put
yes,
already made my
there's a
Chris
comment.
list.
All
There's
right,
a
I'm done. I'm
comment she put
sorry.
it inside she put it inside the chat, the comment on Amazon, the link.
Yeah, overall, I just think that black men specifically, if we just talk about all men in general, this is really a response to, like, fourth wave feminism, that the Me Too movement, what they're doing on social media, trying to, maybe even challenging women being more educated. And that's not a new trend, but it's changing the social dynamics. And these men who are just, like, indoctrinated, and they don't want to, they've only been told that their role is supposed to be one thing. Now that the world is and society is changing, they're losing their stuff. They're losing their head, because they're not going to be able to get the roles that they were that they were promised. The other thing too is, like, I'm trying to remember what I was talking about. I was forgetting it, but it's like, these there's a lot of, this is a very multifaceted issue. The lone male crisis. Princess talked about the surplus men. Some of these are some of this is also incels too. We need to really uh dig deep and figure out, what is kind of causing the incels. How can we treat the incels? Right now they're kind of being galvanized by the right wing, but it's just like they're a lot of these men are grown up with this impression that women have it easy in life. Oh, they can just get married. They just blew their opportunity because they had a hot girl summer. Oh, they have no intention. They can they're always gonna leap. My best friend would tell me, a woman at any point in her life, even after she has kids, she's willing to leapfrog to any other man as long as he makes more money. And I'm like, where did y'all grow up seeing love, like, in your life? Like, that's not my experience. But it's just like they're being told these
and that
toxic
makes them
messages.
angry at us.
Yeah.
All
Bro,
right.
they literally have a name for it. We're literally called female voids. Voids. I've been in these chat rooms because I do
Boys.
deep dives. Yes, they call us voids. Female voids. Yep. Trust
Yeah.
me,
Oh
I've been in
wow.
incel chat rooms. It is disturbing. They're literally like, how dare this void not give me attention? Da da da. She would give
female
this
what?
chat.
Female what? What's
Uh,
the other word?
can you
Female
type it in the
void.
chat?
Yeah,
What
I'd
they're
love to
called?
find them.
It sounds like short term for a female
Female.
avoidant attachment style.
Wait, love.
Oh yeah, they get their
Boy.
feelings hurt when women ghost them too.
Oh,
What?
what the hell?
Do those letters? What is that? An acronym?
Void, void, but void. So I think it's like a female. It's
It's a
avoidant attachment
female
style.
void. No, they're just saying that we're just a void.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like we're nothing. Like how dare we not look at them as voids? Like how dare we? Yeah.
So
TikTok is
void is a
always
And it,
doing
female you
some
need to
shit.
avoid at all costs.
it's just a female void. You know, like a void, like you're screaming into the
Yeah.
void, like nothing. Yeah.
One thing I noticed too that men do not like women that are not like marriage minded or don't want relationships. So it's really weird. Like men will just be like they just want to go with the flow, but when they find women that are okay with going with the flow and don't care about like being the girlfriend or wifey type, they don't like that.
I'll speak to that really quick.
Go
Sure.
ahead.
I find that to be so true. And I think that that's the reason why the men who say that they like to go with the flow are very strange, because these are the same men who, to me, they try to. I feel like men try to emotionally entrap women, and when they do find a woman that is okay, when they do when they do find a woman that is okay with going with the flow, because I'm one of those kinds of people where I only do situationships. I don't get into full committed relationships at all. I just don't. And so me being so nonchalant and not like running up behind them, not caring what they do, I always find that they are the ones that try to get me to be in a relationship. And I mean, like, they get real territorial. They start to feel like, I'm not, they don't, they, I've had men ask me, well, what is this? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't give them that kind of emotional energy. And
Girl,
I
I'm
don't make,
married and I deal with that. My husband, I don't care about Valentine's Day, and he's like, I care about that. It's a celebration of our love. I was like, it's just a Hallmark holiday. And he's like,
yeah,
babe, it's not.
so I feel like those men are trying to emotionally entrap women when they say things like, I'm not looking for a relationship, or I'm good with going with the flow. If they find that, what they try to do is they try to get you wrapped up in them emotionally, so then you will start to like press them for it. And then if they realize that that's not what you are looking for, that's not what you want, and you don't care, then they start to become clingy towards you and accuse you of doing what they're actually trying to do to you, which to me is very insidious. It's very as y'all know, it's like mind games. And so then they start to like, to me, that's where I feel like a lot of men try to become like bitter at, is because they got caught up with thinking that they were going to catch you up. When you really
No,
when you
if
really
you
act
don't
like you
fall
don't
in love with
care,
them, mhm,
yeah, that's when they have a problem. But the only reason why there's a problem is because they thought they were going to get you to fall for them the way that they trying to get you, to fall for them. So it's like a reversal thing that happens, and they end up being the one acting like the woman, in my opinion. How they think
if
women
you
act.
if you sleep with them and you don't fall in love with them and don't beg them to come over every night, that hurts their ego really bad, and they actually start doing malicious things to you and want to hurt you.
Really. And that's the reason why I
Tina
play
isn't
games
that
with men the
important.
way that I do.
I had a guy ghost
I
me.
play games with them
I,
because I can never take serious.
I had a guy ghost me one time after I became intimate with him. And I was kind of sad about it for like 2 days, but like, life moved on. And then I thought it was the most weirdest thing that a person that ghosted me was stalking me. It
What?
confused me really bad. Yeah, somebody that I became intimate with after they pretended to be a good guy, they ghosted me after I became intimate with them. And after I moved on with my life and I didn't, get depressed, I just continued to move on. He was stalking me. on all my social media platforms. I thought it was the weirdest thing ever because you ghosted me, but now you're orbiting me and you're stalking me. And he was begging me and telling me how much he missed me. It was just weird. I think that he ghosted me to try to hurt my self esteem and to humble
No,
me.
it's not that at all. Honestly, like the conclusion I came to, which is true, even Chris Brown mentioned it in his songs, is that men steal our energy. When you're celibate and you're happy and you're doing your own thing, and then you start to date somebody, they're attracted to your energy. So when they get that, it's almost like they're off their period, if I'm allowed to say that. And then they kind of disregard you. And then the only reason why he's coming back is almost like that soul tie and then control, and that he needs that energy again that he received from you. That's where we have the control. I don't know how long the period should look like for us to hold out when we're dating. Like everybody's maybe non-negotiables or requirements may look different, but I know I made a vow to myself that I can't share my body with everybody. I never will. I've been married and I've been in long-term relationships, and that's just something sacred. And I just don't want to do it because, oh, well, we're dating and you have no direction with this relationship.
Are you saying all men are succubus?
What's that word you said?
Succubus?
I've never heard that.
Um,
Succubus.
You know how many times I've been called that?
Men
oh,
men are definitely succubuses.
they're
Well, because
like
I get powerful after I
vampires.
have
They're energy vampires.
I
Incubus.
do. They emotionally rob us all
Kiva
the
said
time.
incubus.
Yeah, I thought succubus had like a sexual connotation. I mean,
Yes, yes, that is
Succubus
the
has a
word.
sexual connotation too, but succubus is more of like a woman.
Yeah, I've been
Yes,
called that a
Succubus is
lot.
for a man.
the incubus is for the man. That's right.
Okay,
Yes.
You
my
guys gotta
bad.
lay out a
Yeah, the
dictionary. It
succubus.
has to be a TikTok Webster dictionary or some shit, because this is a lot.
Yeah, I would say like this. I got called a succubus like growing up a lot because like all of my exes, even to this day, still hit me up and they're like, "What the?" I'm like, "Oh." I never felt like I lost power during sex. I always felt more powerful afterwards. So maybe I'm a witch. I don't know.
I mean, I want to throw this out here too. Like, I really want us to really reevaluate how we socialize and raise boys. Like, then we as men and boys are not really able to really, we're not really encouraged within the male community to embrace our full humanity. We're not encouraged to cry. We're not encouraged. You ask most men, they don't know their love language. They think love is for children and for women. There's just a lot of and then the economy, it's horrible. And I think that there's and a lot of men I think are not in mental, they're not, taking advantage of mental health services. So it's like the way we're specifically black men are kind of socialized, the kind of priorities that are coming out of our culture, it's kind of like this like perfect storm right now of like a terrible economy where a lot of these people have a lot. It cannot be solved at a macro level. Some of these people have children already and they're complaining about dating. They might have a lot of other problems going on. They might be struggling financially in this economy, but the blanket broad stroke is women, and it's like the gender war is really foolish because it's not there really isn't it's not really about a gender war. It's about a lot of other things going
It's
on.
about men.
Yeah,
But how do you socialize them to be better?
I think we have to change it because, like I was saying, with that push against the fourth wave feminism, we have a lot of men saying, "No, the definition of what a man is not supposed to cry, and we're supposed to be providers and protectors. We're not supposed to be emotional. We're not supposed to be this." And it's like, if y'all want to stay in that place, then y'all can't come on social media crying. We need to look at this and evaluate the problems. We need, like I said, look into the incels and realize some of them might be struggling because of the way they're socializing men. The weird thing about it is like this red pill is galvanizing incels, and the incels are people that they spit out of masculinity, but they're pulling them back in to grift them. They don't claim them as men. They think they're losers. They don't, they don't claim those dudes. But it's like we need to social. Like when they say we need to really raise our sons like we raise our daughters, men get up in their feelings about that. But it's like no. Like it's working for the women. We need to start to look under the hood and figure out what is working, why did it work, and start to put it into the boys. encourage the community of boys should start to encourage education instead of chasing
But
women.
I'm sorry, I'm the gay woman raising a son. So I do push my son to like clean up and stuff like that. He doesn't get it like my daughter did. He Everything that she did, he does. And for me, femininity is just finding a way out of no way. You don't have someone to come clean your house. You have to do it yourself. You can't afford to have your oil changed. You change it yourself. So I don't understand how much more do I have to socialize them? I mean, I don't know what else to do.
I mean, it's a good question. Like,
Well, you also have to take into account that your son has a learning disability
Yeah.
as well. So he actually has somewhat of an excuse as to why he isn't um grasping things the way that like a normal person would, right?
But that's not the way life works.
It's not. It's not. And it's very unfortunate, but he kind of does have an excuse. You cannot. It's like I feel like if there is an actual learning disability there, I think the concept that Maroon is talking about is it doesn't apply to children and boys specifically that have learning disabilities.
I thought all these mugs had learning disabilities. I've heard them
They
talk.
do. They do in a way, right? They do. But I mean, let's be real though, right? Like let's be real. Like
I mean, I've heard them.
they choose to not learn. They know. They just choose not to do it. That's the difference.
Okay. Willfully ignorant.
Exactly. Willfully.
All right,
Plus,
I'm
it's
thinking.
frustrating that like we give free game on here. They can get free game from any woman. And like you
They
said,
can.
it's just willfully not listening.
I can't count the amount of times Cupcake has had a live, and there'll be 5 or 6 guys lined up, and they can't read the prompt, or they won't read the prompt. I'm like, what the
Right.
heck is wrong with y'all?
It's deliberate. And that's why the only conclusion I overthought or overthink about was that it's because, and I hate saying it like circles back to moms because it takes two, but it
I'm
shows where
mom. I'm trying to help.
no, I just didn't want to sound offensive, but like it shows where the men are absent when you have a single mom raising a son. So like,
Yeah, I think you smoking that stuff. I don't
who,
think it
me?
has anything to do with that.
how old is your son?
Moms do it all the time. We do it. We raise girls fine. I think there's something wrong with men.
How old is your son?
25.
Wait,
Okay.
I wanted to clarify if you said I'm smoking stuff.
Yeah, because you
How?
always blaming the moms. And it's not, there's no mom that I know, no single mom that I know of that says, I want to raise my son to be an incel. I don't, yeah.
What I said is that it clearly shows that the father is absent. I'm not leaving it to the
What
mother
does the
to
father
raise a
add to the
son.
household?
A male figure, if they're healthy and
Most
comprehensive, was my
males are
point.
not worth it.
I wanted to add
Correct.
to
But if
that.
they were, that would help the son.
I wanted to add to that just a little bit. I was like, one of the things I was thinking about, I don't, again, anecdotal, just my thoughts, was I think that the community of men that those children, those boys are growing up around plays a big part. Like when I look at my dad and my uncles, there are certain types of guys that are non-misogynistic, great guys.
Right.
But if you grew up in a community where maybe your uncles or your dad was misogynistic, maybe the friends that you go the houses that they go over to are misogynistic, or the culture that you're around, I think that there's an influence to that. So like the things that I grew up with, the body count, that was not a priority growing up. I didn't hear that until like in the last 3 years. I didn't know that was a
Come
thing.
on. Sorry.
But I was just curious. Like, like I said, I just think we need to rethink about how we socialize boys, because I think men, I think they're starting to realize it, but they're not willing to take responsibility for it. We are doing boys and men a disservice with the
Right.
kind of standards and goals that we're hoisting up that we know they cannot achieve.
Right. That are
But
very
that's what I'm
linear.
saying. There's hardly any good male role models to go around. And to have a male in the household is usually, with the type of males that are around, is usually dangerous. It's dangerous to the mom and it's dangerous to the family.
Right.
Or it doesn't even have to be in a household. Like, even if there was a supportive community person or a church member or anywhere from, like, if your son plays
Church is just
basketball.
misogyny.
I'm just broadly saying, damn, can you take perspective at all?
Yeah, I've heard all these talking points from men.
Okay.
I think
Yeah, no,
I think
to jump on that.
the thing that's being said here, right, is that it men, right, we know men don't really add a value at all to the household, whether they're there or not. Because
Yeah,
we can look at um the men that have came from two parent households and they still decided to become the same way.
that's all.
Um
I agree with that totally.
right. And
And that's what I'm saying. It's not even, of course, it's not about me dating men. I'm trying to find males in the community that are good. And that is hard.
yeah, because I mean
They're just,
we just have to be truthful that um there
it's all
aren't
men.
many.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You made her mad.
Oh, I don't care. I don't need male talking points from a female. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not bringing up. I only have daughters. I only wanted daughters. Thank God. But
Oh,
the
you,
last place I'm
I
ever
mean,
gonna take my daughter is a
I could
church.
restart, but I don't know.
I think you should
Cause
restart.
I
You are
did
not findable. I had to like literally go to your page and to click it.
go to my page.
It was like it
Yeah.
was saying Parma. That what's that? Y'all seen that before?
Request, yeah, the request thing.
Doing that to me this morning. I didn't see if I was live. Like I couldn't see it at all.
That's crazy.
was I being mean to her? I'm sorry.
Noelle, what you do?
She was yelling at some male talking points. Like, I need a male in my son's life. I'm like, I'm not dating men. Just yeah, no. But
Who was?
she told me to go to church to find a male. I don't know what that lady name
Okay.
was.
Okay,
You go to the
y'all.
gas station to find one.
I'm gonna end and then I'm gonna restart. I think it's because I did get a violation
Oh,
when Vermeil had showed the Amazon thing and she put the link in the comments. So
oh, we're not supposed to say the A to Z store.
uh well.
My bad. My bad.
We can watch it later. We can watch it later. Note. Noelle, I ain't know
Okay,
you
y'all.
make people cry. Look
Let
sexier
me
now.
end then let me end to come back.
All
All
right.
right.
I mean, we can just go to sleep. We don't.
No.
Lot.
Okay.